development evolves so much because
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah.
sure, thank
So
you.
let's give a big hand to the student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give the big hand to them?
You recommend students to learn for professional development? Would you like to share your thoughts with the student?
That's a I often talk about this one, and I love to tell it again here. Now everyone who are bachelor or undergraduate student, they are the most luckiest person of the world ever, because now they are living in the best time ever of their life. Even when you are 22, and think about my 22, the world had developed and evolved so much to provide so much opportunities to helping everyone to be successful and achieving their bigger goals and going forward and being very successful into it. So my key advice on this one will be, so as you wanted to be moving forward and want to be successful into it, so learn how to use social media. It's very much important. It's not about, I'm going to talk about this. Learn how to use social media. It's not about posting photos, selfies, stupid faces, photos of the post. Learn how to use social media so you can use the social media to send your message to other people. Send about your dream, talk about your brand, talk about your solution you'd like to do. So it's not about that. So second thing, about focus about your leaderships. Do a lot of practicing in leaderships. There is a lot of clubs in RMIT. Go and try to be the boss of one of the clubs. If there is no club doesn't want to do, you create it. Or go ahead, go outside of RMIT. There's a lot of non-profit organizations. Join them and try to chase yourself and you build that skill set. Leadership is a muscle. This is something you need to build. And the third thing I would like to talk about this one is think about a mindset of entrepreneur. Doesn't matter. You want to work for a company after graduating, or you want to be an entrepreneur. Does not matter. Think about this way. Every day you should be coming to the school thinking about getting an experience, getting it yourself done with experiments. And when you finish the work, you should be going about not for getting a salary. You should be going out to prosper, to hustle. So that should be your vision. So to do that one, you need to be an entrepreneur from today. Think about what are the things around you, what are the problems around you. Think about it and try to solve it, trying to build a solution. There is a lot of skilled teachers, professionals, or even smart buddies around you as well. So talk to them, talk about learning about those business problem and getting advice. Try to build a solution, try to build a project for solving a problem. And then it will be a super impactful for you, even you want to work for a company. Think about if somebody just come to me and tell me, Mr. John, I built this mobile app, or I built this project, it helped solve a problem of 1,000 people. What will be my answer? Will be, you are hired. I want you. So because every company is exactly the same thing. Why a company hire? It's not about showing people that 1,000 headcounts. No, company, every hiring is done is for one and only reason. There is a pain point in the business. There is a problem in the business, and that pain point the company want to smash down. And your projects, your entrepreneurship mindset will make you fastest hire possible. This is the biggest hack of the world, building a project and making it successful and come to the job interview and show it. This is something I built. And you will be hired immediately. Any great company, any local company, as soon as the hiring manager is a smart one, they will never let you leave that interview selection process. And the last thing you should be focusing about, build a habit of learning something. It's a very issues for young people, because I know when I've just put myself in the age of 21, life is new, everything is exciting, right? And now you're living in a world where it's full of attraction everywhere, full of temptation everywhere. Even in phone, you seeing hundreds of threads coming into it all the time, ping, notifications, updates. It's very distracting. But you can use all this thing to learn and find a way how to stay focused yourself, how focus on the thing which is really need and the thing you need knowledge. So build a habit of learning something regularly. Locke was telling about building a habit, one book in a month, every week, or one book per week. Try to build something. Create a lifelong challenge for you. You're gonna fail miserably. I challenge you. Probably hundreds, if you take the challenge, 99 of them will fail by next 6 months. But if you could do that habit, it will be amazing. You can see my books here, and I read every day, and this is something I told you as my role. Reading is something. I read not the paper book anymore, but soft book I read. It's so helpful. And now you live in the world, every book has a PDF free. Download and read. Think about where we had to buy books by expensive dollars. We don't need to go Amazon anymore. We don't need to go to pay for it. Every book is free, and you can read. So these are the things, if you can put it together, and all the thing RMIT is offering to you, use them. Don't just take it for granted. RMIT has created all those benefits for you, all those programs for you, all those club, all the facility for you. Use them 100%. Use them for your experience. Like I said, that you should be coming to the university to gain experience and do experiment. Then that will make you ready to go to work, to prosper.
Thank you so much for your insights and advice. I think you mentioned something about, managing your personal branding. Really put yourself out there. Like, if you do something, you need to let people know. I think it's also important that if you don't really market yourself really well, people just not going to know that. And you also mentioned that you need to have an entrepreneurial mindset, be able to solve problems and have an innovative ways to approach. I think yesterday we had a session with another mentor. We talked about entrepreneurship, which is, being able to have different solutions for a company they're currently working in. So have some of the practicing about your entrepreneurial mindset and have your own personal projects to work on and find a hobby, like you have mentioned, and practice the lifelong learning. It's very important, especially now, as we have mentioned, it's always changing all the time. So always good to keep updated with new knowledge. Okay, thank you so much for your sharing. We have one more question for our panelists, but before doing that, make sure you think about all the questions you would like to ask our mentors in the Q&A sessions. So the last question is basically just talk about mentoring. You've been mentioning a lot about, finding someone who can really give you guidance. And could you share your thoughts about mentoring and why it's important to have a mentor? Let's start with you first, Mr. Lau.
Yeah.